Hi, thanks so much for joining me on Thursday, my regular posting day. Today we're talking about this product. It is the HOURGLASS Ambient Strobe Lighting Blush Palette. And honestly, at first when I saw this come across the Instagram feed, I follow HOURGLASS on Instagram, I thought it was really beautiful, but it was not something I needed. I have plenty of products by HOURGLASS, and I thought I had some blushes. I think I have about 4, 5, 6, I don't know how many. A lot of blushes by HOURGLASS, and I didn't think I needed. And then I got a comment from Amy Pham on YouTube. Thank you for leaving a comment and for watching. And she asked me if I was going to purchase this. So I went back to the Sephora website to take a look at it, and it was sold out. And so when it came back in stock, I was able to get my hands on it. But it says it's an ambient strobe lighting blush palette. So those words sounded different to me than the other blushes that I had. So for instance, I have one right here. It is an ambient lighting blush, and this is in diffused heat. This is beautiful. And I love this, but it says lighting blush, and it doesn't have the word strobe in it, but this one does. And so I just kind of researched it a little bit more, and I looked on their website to find out how it was different than what I already had. So if you have a lot of blushes by HOURGLASS, you might want to look at this one, because this is one I didn't have. It says on their website it is limited edition. It is $62. Introducing the newest innovation to blush, ambient strobe lighting blush, a luminescent blush that fuses ambient strobe lighting powder. So I have one of those, and I have mine in Euphoric. This is an ambient strobe lighting powder, and I use it as a highlight. And it comes in lots of different colors. So it fuses that with modern color hues for glowing lit from within color. It's available exclusively in this limited edition gold palette this holiday season. We'll go ahead and swatch these really quickly. So the first one here is Incandescent Electra. It says it's a cool peach blush blended with incandescent strobe light for a celestial glow. The second color here is Brilliant Nude. I have a lot more strobe powder in this than actual color. This is Brilliant Nude, a deep amber blush blended with euphoric strobe light for a lustrous glow. I'm really fascinated to see how that one's going to look on me. Lastly, we have Euphoric Fusion, this one right here. A soft lilac blush blended with euphoric strobe light for a resplendent glow. Those are the colors right there. You do get a unique mix based on whatever you just end up with. Like this one has a lot more of the strobe powder in it, where this one has a lot of the actual blush color in it. You definitely want to swirl your brush around a little bit, because if you just put your brush in like right here, I wouldn't get any color. I would just get a little bit of the strobe lighting powder. We're going to just go ahead and try these on. Of course, they would like you to use their brush, but I don't have their brush. I do have a Ray Morris Deluxe Kabuki brush, number 1. So I'm most fascinated with this color, Brilliant Nude. And I wish you could see, but there's a lot of powder. I don't know if we can get it at an angle, but there's a lot of powder that kind of just comes up when you put your brush in, so they're really soft. So I do have full makeup on except for highlighter on my cheeks. So I have highlighter on the bridge of my nose and some other places. So this is without highlighter. I'm curious to see how much highlighter this will add. So I'm just gonna pat it on first and then swirl it upward. That one's really pretty. Very subtle. I would definitely tap your brush a little bit to get rid of some of that powder. So you can see there's a little bit of highlight there, a little bit of that strobe lighting powder coming through. I think I need to pick up a little bit more of the pigment though. So this is really a nice subtle color, something I would wear on a more of an everyday basis. It's not really picking up on camera though, I don't think. We'll go ahead and try another color. Let's try the first one, which is Incandescent Electra, on the other cheek. And this is also very powdery. So I just have another Ray Morris brush. It's the mini Kabuki this time, a number 2 brush. So you can see there has a bit more pigment to it, and then you can see the highlight bouncing off. I wonder if it's because I have so much of the strobe lighting powder in this middle one that I'm not able to see the color as well. So let me try and pick up a little bit more on just the edges where the color is sitting. See if we can get some more color to show up. That's really pretty. It's more like a mocha-y color. So it warms up your face without adding too much color, which I think is great for when you're not sure what kind of blush to put with a look, because you don't want to either overpower it or distract from it, or you're not sure if you should go with warm or cool. It's kind of in between. So that is really pretty. We're going to try the last color. I've got another Ray Morris. It's like I've got these come out of my ears, but I only have 3 of them. Number 2 Kabuki. We're going to go in with incandescent. No, we're going to go in with the Euphoric Fusion. And again, really powdery. When I layer blushes, I add a little pop right here, and then I like to swirl out. So I'll just pop it right there and swirl. So it blends in with the other color. And this is more of a mauve color. I'm just going to layer on top of this one too. In the directions it says that you can use them alone, one color at a time. You can layer them, which I like doing because I think when you layer blushes, you definitely get more dimension. So I think out of all 3, that's probably my favorite, just because it almost is the color of my lips, like my natural lip color. So there is that. All right. I think I'm going to take the Brilliant Nude again and just kind of go over my cheeks on the outside of that pop of color. Just going to blend it in a little bit better. So I think that's really interesting. I can't see where the blush begins and ends. And I don't know if that's because of the strobe lighting powder in there that kind of tricks the eye so you can't see a starting and ending point. That's really interesting. Huh. Let's put some more on. So I wonder, now that we're playing, if I could take the lighter color and, whoa, and just kind of put it on top of this darker color. Let's try. That provides a little flush to the cheek without this being the only color that you see, because I think this color's a little bit light, but I think adding a little bit higher on the cheek works. And then I'm going to take the other one again, the Brilliant Nude, and just swirl them all together. That's one of the things I love about the Hourglass products, is that you can add quite a bit gradually until you get to a level that you're comfortable with, and it never looks like it's too much. And there's a definite seamless quality about it that I really think is interesting. And you can see a little bit of the highlight. So I did put some of the regular, just Euphoric strobe lighting powder on my forehead right here. You can see that, my nose, Cupid's bow. So I hope I was able to provide you with some information regarding this palette since it is limited edition. So if you were considering purchasing it, I hope you learned something and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thank you. Nice. It is the Deluxe Kabuki. It is not Kabuki brush.